As the body of Christ, our first command is to love God. By first loving Him, we then commit our lives to one of obedience. For thousands of individuals, their steps of obedience have led them to full-time ministry in Chiang Mai, Thailand. Having first a desire to love God and celebrate His majesty, hundreds of individuals have started joining together in weekly worship, forming one of the international churches in the city, Chiang Mai Christian Fellowship. Jesus then commands us to love people. Each of these individuals is striving to follow this command within their own ministries. To follow this command as a body of believers living and working in Thailand, the church formed the Family Connection Foundation. FCF is the outreach arm of the church, legally recognized by the Thai government and giving legal status for many individuals to work and do ministry in Thailand. Apart from the church, FCF has grown to dozens of projects equipping any and all believers to effectively do the work that God has called them to do. Each of these projects seeks to love people by sharing the gospel in word and deed.
When I was beginning to discuss with the leadership at Chiang Mai Christian Fellowship about becoming their pastor, I said I would be interested and would do it, but only if the church was really committed to doing outreach and missions beyond just an inward focus, that we would be missional and outward focused, meaning we wouldn't just look inwardly, but we would have a vision for reaching out within Thailand, within our city, within the country of Thailand. And they were very supportive of that. So the foundation became a means or a way for us to engage in active ministry outside the walls of CCF.
The reason I joined FCF because I have a high respect for the leadership that I've known for quite some time working in Thailand. And back then the Hub project was in need of accountability. I love how they not only provide administrative support, but they also focus on the spiritual part, and the mission goals of the Hub project and the FCF project is going in the same direction.
I joined the Family Connection Foundation because I thought it was important to be part of a community. As a missionary out on the field, I thought it's important to be plugged in to the body of Christ. So I thought it was a good step, an important step for my life.
And moreover, they also a bridge between our project and the government sector.
The Family Connection Foundation has really empowered us to do ministry effectively, and by connecting us with resources and other ministries and networks that we might not have had access to. Our vision with Project Restore in regards to the Family Connection Foundation is to foster a stronger partnership and to give the opportunity for our local church here to have an outreach to rural people.
Our original vision was that we would have a couple small projects that the church would be involved in and would be engaged in. But since that time, it has grown and exploded beyond what we ever imagined. And now we have numerous projects working all throughout Thailand.
Thailand is a country in desperate need of healing and prayer. As we each work to love God and walk in obedience, as we each serve others and love people by being salt and light, we are brought together as the body of Christ. Together, we can work to build His kingdom. Together, we can unite in prayer and support one another in the lives and ministries of each individual.
I work on the communications team. We're working on videos and script writing, copywriting. Just want to share our passion and our story about why we're living here.
I work at the foundation as the Chief Executive Officer, overseeing all the ministries and administrative activities. One of the biggest hindrances to ministry in this part of the world is just a lack of resources and communication and administrative support. And so we specialize in those two things to ensure that people can really focus on the ministry that God has called them to do rather than spending time at government offices or making videos and prayer cards. We support those ministries through our administrative services. One of the things that we've really noticed here in doing ministry is that there's a lot of need to just really unify the body of Christ here and the ministry that's happening. And a lot of the work that we do, we feel unifies the church that does exist here.
It's our desire to be obedient and to really follow God's calling in our life to Thailand.